Half away on the inside is the favourite Dark Alert, then Saxy Grace. And the tempo started to ramp up. Followed further back to Bayatorio and Keysbrook down on the inside, having to be ridden along at the tail of the field as they headed past the 400 and coming around the home turn. Tarquin Shadow only an Nectar. Vampy Lass and out Pike goes to work on Dark Alert. Pulls it to the outside. Tarquin Shadow though has a kick at the 200 metre mark. It had beaten off Vampy Lass. Dark Alert is starting to wind up now though. Dark Alert coming at Tarquin Shadow. Tarquin Shadow joined by Dark Alert. Draws equal. Gets the head in front. Too good the fave. Goes on to win again.
Adam, this 4-year-old has certainly improved this campaign, and we just saw that again in an interesting run race there.
Yeah, it was a little tricky sort of run race. A few little tactics going on. So, for Saxy Grace to be up in the firing line, it showed how slow they sort of went in the run, and he was able to be strong on the line, which is nice to see. He was probably always vulnerable. I thought $1.80 pop. I said, thought I'd leave me out of that, but I thought he'd be looking for a bit further, and especially the way the race was run. So credit to the horse. He's come on, and he might keep lifting the bar. This guy, he's quite immature.
Has he surprised you this campaign? Obviously, was racing well over the 1,400 metres, but then last start to step up to the 2,200, be caught wide as well and beat a reasonable field, and then today to beat some of these quality horses like a Vampy Lass and a Tarquin Shadow.
Yeah, that's right. They've come out of much stronger fields. Listed sort of grade, and he had a pretty tough run and showed he had really good stamina the other day. He probably run 2,400 metres and was strong through the line. So sort of just shows how sort of durable he is to be able to drop back to an 1,800 that was run at a sort of pedestrian pace and still get over the top of them. So can't knock him, and they can only keep winning.
He's just come back in behind us now as well, and he just looks incredibly strong this campaign. Seems to have matured physically. Yeah, well, he's quite a backward type. He's very wiry, and you can only imagine he'll keep coming on. But these ones are bobs. They're you're sort of driving a Ferrari, and then the rest of them are in V-dubs sometimes. So it makes your job easy. We just look good when we've got these ones. They're good quality bred horses, and they usually come on in their prep. So certainly makes our job easy. We know that Bob would definitely have a plan. He'll be mapping it out probably as we speak right now. But can you see this guy playing a bit of a part next year in the carnival? Yeah, I think so. I think he needs to learn a bit more first. He's still quite immature in his brain, and you look at him, he's quite immature in his body. But Bob sort of half thought to put him out after last start, and I said, I'd just like to give him a couple more if we can, and I was able to, I think, sway him that way, and I think he's going to have one more, chase a bit more west speed, and my gut tells me Bob will be giving this one a really good long break over the sort of the winter months and bringing him back, and I think he'll come back quite a nice horse. Certainly paid dividends. Congratulations with the win. Thank you.